Good evening, YouTube. This evening, I'm going to be working on a 2020 RZR Turbo S XP4 Velocity, the ones with the big 32-inch, the giant swing arms, giant shocks, 32-inch tires. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing lower doors. I've got this kit from Axiom side by side. They're out of North Carolina, and they're aluminum lower doors. Instead of just doing a whole door kit, they're going to look something like that. What you're going to need, I already started on here. You're going to need a star bit. It's a T125 star bit. You're going to need a impact driver, and these are the screws that are holding your inner doors. Okay, they're stars. They're stars. And you're gonna need to take off the inner door. And then I'm gonna go through the kit. All right? And I'll go to the next step. Okay, driver's front door. There is a 2-nut backing bracket. So 1-nut backing bracket in the middle, 1-nut backing bracket on the back side. There's three attachment points. It's a pretty big door bottom. Okay, word to the wise, put down a piece of cardboard. You need 3 hands to get this thing started. I dropped it twice. I already dinged the bottom over here. I don't know if you can see it. I dinged it. I'm gonna have to take some touch-up paint, a little spray paint, and touch it up. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's I believe it's powder coated, so it's pretty resilient. I dropped it about 3 times before I got this one started, because you have to hold it, you have to hold the backer, and then you have to try and run a screw in. That's 3 hands. That's no way to do it. So I put this box under it so I could at least. This is what it came in Axiom, and just to get this started, and then I was able to do the rest. Okay, maybe the middle bracket. Maybe I should have went to the middle bracket. Then it's balanced better. But anyhow, just what I learned doing this. You're going to need a Phillips head, but I'm using the Japanese style with the blunted tip. All right, these are Phillips head. There's a washer, then the screw, then machine screws, and then the backer. Okay, so 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. Now I'm going to put the door, excuse me, it's true. I'm going to put the door on, and I'll show you the finished product for the front door, front drivers. Okay, piece number 2 of advice when you're doing this. All right, so you have your upper plastic door. Well, there's the bracket right there that holds it on. You're going to have to take a hacksaw or a Dremel. I just use a hacksaw, it's easy. You're gonna have to, this was a straight, if you want to see like this was a straight edge. I cut that notch in there so that this would fit, because this piece right here is in the way. The door fits under the rest, but not there. There's no way to drop using, adjusting these brackets down. There's no way to drop it down low enough so that you don't cut this. Otherwise, you can't get the door back on. All right? Just an observation. Use a hacksaw. It's quicker and it's easier. Next. Okay, another thing they want you to do is put in a new hinge pin, which is basically a large screw. This is what was in there. So this is what came out of it. It's just a hinge with a C-clamp. So you just pop that off. You use a pick, pop out the C-clamp. There's a little notch in it. You can see right there, there's a little notch. Just pop it out. And then this is what you put in. It's a screw, giant screw. There's a rubber bushing or O-ring on the top, which goes right there. And then it's a lock nut screw, and it says to fasten it down where the screw is flush with the face. of the nut, which is how I have it, if you can see. And that's supposed to be good. And it closes fine. Let's see that. There you go. Closes fine. This is the fitment after I shaved underneath there. Fitment is good all the way along. Pretty tight fit along here. Pretty tight fit. It's a little open down here, but that's all right. We can live with that. But it's got a good fitment along here where it's actually gonna be throwing everything up. All right, so I'm gonna do the next door. I'm gonna do the back door, and then the passenger side and the rear passenger side is gonna be exactly the same. So I'm gonna do the rear driver's side, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, on the back, I went ahead and I did the top hinge already. Same thing, flush. The screw / bolt is flush with the nut, okay? There's 6 hex head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that have to come out. I have the knee pads in the bag, okay? This is only held on, the rear is held on with two brackets. This has more play to it, if you can see. So I'm gonna get this thing up nice like that. See, right now it's hanging down. I'm gonna get it nice and flush, right up like that. So that's a good seal all the way along. This one you couldn't do it. It was just too tight along the front here. There was no way. You had to cut that piece, because this bracket didn't have any play. This front bracket up here where the two bolts go, there was no play. Back here, you can see it's pretty tight fit all the way along. And then over here is where it's just right up on the frame. There's no way to do. You can see right there. It's right up on the frame. Okay, so that's the front. The front you have to cut, like we said. The back is no fuss, no muss. I'm gonna tighten up everything, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, let me close them both. Finished product up front, finished product in the rear. You've got a little bit of over gap down here, but I mean down along here, it's pretty close. It's maybe quarter inch, I'd say about a half inch gap. So that's not that bad. Here you got more of a gap. Right along there, more of a gap. You see, there's some of that chipping. I said when I dropped it, there's some right there. But, all right, so that's your fitment. I got some paint I can just touch that up with. But, and then inside, good fitment for the most part. Small, 1/8 of an inch gap maybe. And then my bag is back on here. All right, so they gave me this. They gave me this like little quarter panel thing. I'll show you where it goes. See this right here? That fits right there. You're supposed to take this off. I don't know. I don't see any reason why I should do that. Because I'm ruining my razor sticker right there and the color of the vehicle. So, and I mean, am I that big a fan that I'm gonna put this on there and advertise? Probably not. I'm an AMSOIL fan, but you know, these are okay. I think there's probably better ones out there. I mean, this is okay. They were $300, I believe. Free shipping. They're aluminum. Pretty good gauge aluminum. If you look at them, they're all the same casting or the same sheet density. It's pretty good stuff. So and here's You took out both hinges, like I said. I put the hinge up there and the hinge up there. They seem to do okay. They don't swing wide. This one does a little bit still because it's heavier. The door's heavier. All right, that's it. Any questions, leave it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Mike Machines out. Okay, I have to do a quick follow-up. I was able to get this one to fit without cutting. This is the front passenger. There was just enough room, so I thought to myself, well, I might have made a mistake on the other side. As you can see, the fitment is pretty good all the way along there. Okay, so I went back over the driver's side. And I was able to get it to fit. If you can see down in there, I squeezed it underneath and I got it to fit in there. You have to bang it, but it's all the way in and it's fitting nice and tight. Okay, so I didn't want to give them a bad rap. Axiom, their stuff fit. I just didn't take the time to massage it. All right, Mike Machines out.